we're starting up the live streams again. And I'm joined today with Bård, our CEO here at Crystallize. And we're here to talk about a new feature that we're releasing today, well, that has been released recently. We called the Asset Organizer. And this is currently an opt-in feature for the time being, meaning you have to opt in to use this feature within the Crystallize PIM. But Bård, would you like to take us through how we handle assets with Crystallize currently and what this process is going to achieve for us?
Yeah, sure. So as you mentioned, we've been handling assets in Crystallize from day one, and basically when you're uploading an asset, it could be an image or a video, we will automatically transcode videos and place them on CDN, and for images, we will also convert them to the different sizes, so it's easily reusable for responsive images, but also to modern formats like WebP and AVIF. And we are also placing, of course, the images on a CDN. So as a front-end developer, you can immediately after upload, grab the assets via our GraphQL API and use it directly in your app. So that's kind of the setting. And what we've been working on now, as you said, is the Asset Organizer, which is available under Labs. So in your Crystallize tenant, click Settings, Labs, opt in for the Asset Organizer. You see there are a couple of features that are under Labs there for you to get early access to it. In terms of the assets in Crystallize, and now I can just switch to the actual Asset Organizer UI, which is basically doing the reverse of when you're looking at products or any type of items in Crystallize, because it shows all the assets that are used or not used anymore. And this will basically give you a list where you have the different types of images in this case, and you can see, if there's any alt text, caption, you can see which topics are assigned. You can see where it's referenced. In this case, I see it's referenced in this product. And you can also see other assets with similar topics. So all stand mixers, for example, all white images, and here all images in aluminium. So the Asset Organizer is basically for you to have a simpler way to organize all types of images so that you can reuse it in any type of products that you're creating in Crystallize.
Yeah, so it sort of collates them all together, and like you showed, you can see all the images that are sorted by the same sort of topic and all that. So there's a way to group these different types, so you don't just have these different mixes, for example, all over different places, and not being able to sort of group them together and relate them. And then also, like you showed, how it relates to the items as well. You can actually see that, yes, it's in use, or it's not. If it's not in use, then I can delete it.
Exactly. And what you can also do, because this list can get quite big, right? So, and we have a concept in Crystallize called topic maps. And here you define multi-dimensional hierarchical topics. So it could be things like material. So you could do, metal, aluminum, chrome, steel, etc., or natural materials, synthetic materials, etc. And then you could have a totally different topic map for color, for example, so that you can have different types of greens, you can have different types of blues, etc. And this is all to be able to assign semantic meaning. In this case, I can also show that you can also do simple product grouping. This is a very simple topic map with under kitchen we have espresso machine and stand mixer. Or you could do things like different types of shoes, so you have running, hiking, and sneakers. And this is kind of the taxonomy that you build up, and is your topics for organizing all of your assets, so that you can find them back. Now, the way this works is basically you can select a new asset, and if I would like to add this to sneakers, and it's I don't know if I would like to have a color there also. This is there's at least some yellow on it. Maybe there's also some green on this guy, like this, so that I can now easily add topics to this image, and then you automatically see relating images in this case, and you can easily also navigate to filtering on specific topics. So that allows you for quite advanced organization of assets across all of your tenants.
Exactly. So you can easily filter down and find specifically what you're looking for just using these groups. And these topic maps, we also use them for products as well, right? So both
Exactly.
in the catalog and in the assets, it's the same concept, the same idea, just translated to assets here.
Exactly. So, and the thinking here is that, okay, I need a yellow product and I need a bike, and in this case I want to have a single speed bike, and then you get the images that match, or you could go the other way around, of course, that you know that you want to have a stand mixer, but I would like to have maybe a blue one. So it allows you to narrow down and use multiple facets for basically filtering your assets.
Exactly, yeah. And do you want to show us how, like, when you create a product, for example, how quickly you can get these images sort of uploaded, organized, that sort of flow as well?
Yeah, sure. So I can show a couple of things. So the first stuff will be, so this is it's not the biggest product catalog. I got 3 products. So let me create a 4th one. Black sneaker, like this. And so I have a basic product, but I can also set, of course, here the price. And what I would like to do now is I want to have some images. And what I can do then is a couple of things. Of course, I could just directly upload, but if you already have it, maybe you don't want to upload it twice. So I can search for sneakers, and I can search for, let's see, black. And then I know it's this guy here. So now I'm just using the copy feature. It's super simple. And this is now creating a reference to this asset, and I'm reusing this on this new product. Now, this is fine for when you want to reuse, but you also mentioned, okay, what if I want to have another image? And let's say you found an image on, I don't know, Pexels, which is, of course, a copyright-free source of images if you want environmental picture, things like this. Then I can actually, if you didn't see it, I can copy the image address or the image. And what I can do is go in here and actually paste it directly into Crystallize.
Nice,
So,
and that just uploads it and then generates those other variants like the WebP, the AVIF, depending on what image format this is, as you mentioned at the start of the stream.
Exactly. So this is now, once I save this is being uploaded and processed in Crystallize. And you see that the image, which I just copied from Pexels, is now, of course, available in this product variant. But also, if I go back to my asset organizer, you will also see the asset available here. You can see that it's used in the black sneaker, and then I can also assign topics directly here. So I can do black, I can do sneaker, if I type it correctly, and you can kind of organize this for further use. And notice that when I just assign some topics, something happened here, so that you get the other products that matches these topics. So if you really are organizing your assets with proper topics, it's super simple to navigate and reuse and also discover, right? Because here I can see all my black assets, or I can go in and say that I want to have my yellow assets, and you can say I want to have a stand mixer. I didn't have a yellow stand mixer, and I can then do espresso machine. and then I get it here. And then you can also select here, select all, copy, and if I really want to, I can also then reuse this in this product.
Nice.
I know it doesn't make sense, but why not?
Yeah, it's just this process of how easy it is to just attach these images onto new products if you, like, let's say the different variants or just the same product where you want to reuse the image. It's just super simple, super easy.
And also that in combination with what we call the magic paste, which is basically allowing you to import external assets directly from, for example, Pexels into Crystallize, kind of makes that process of working with assets super smooth. And of course, you can just to show that as a last example, if you want to have, and I'll take a basil there. If you want to have a new asset, but you just want to make it available in Crystallize, you can just upload it, and then it's available in the DAM, even though you haven't used it in any documents or products. This can also be used then to, let's say that you want to organize your assets for print or for download or for marketing in other channels, because you will also see that once you're in looking at an asset, I'm able to also download all the different sizes of it and also the different formats. So it's super simple to also use it in the context of, I just want a central place to manage our different logos and different colors of the logos and different brand imagery, etc., that are used for social or what have you. So it works also by organizing the assets and they don't have to be used in any product. And of course, you immediately see that when you're on an asset, which items or products they're actually used in. So that's the I would say the brief introduction to both the how we handle assets, upload it, we transcode it, deliver it on CDN, scale it to different formats and sizes. You can organize them using the topic maps. And you can easily reuse assets in both products and items, and makes it so that you don't have to upload the same image twice.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's a great flow through of pretty much the real world use case of how these assets would be used in like a real quote unquote tenant, for example, where you really want to have a good organization of these assets so you can keep track of the ones you have, get rid of the ones you don't need anymore so you can, make it even tidier. But of course, just group them and make this whole filtering such a more pleasant experience for your tenant, so and your users of your tenant.
And last thing, you can also view all the assets that aren't assigned to any topics so that you can kind of have a list to work through if you want to categorize all of your assets, especially if you're enabling this feature now.
Exactly, yeah. And that's a good way to get started with going through and beginning this organization process. Yeah, that's perfect. Then I think this has been a great overview. So thank you very much, Bård, for walking us through this. I'm sure many people are excited to be using this feature. I know I am, at least. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the new things that come along with this feature as well, any improvements that come in the future. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning into the stream, and we will see you in the next